Hello and welcome back. Today I am doing another ink review, and this one is by Pennonia. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. This is the name of the ink here, which when I looked it up it says it translates to Velvet Champagne. So it's got a kind of a corally pink color. I'm going to go ahead and open this box carefully, I hope. There we go. Okay. And this came packed in a bag so that it wouldn't leak. These inks are handmade. And this label is coming off. Okay. But see, here's the picture. It's not really a swatch. I'm not sure. I think that's just printed on. But anyway, it's a really pretty color. In the bottle, it looks kind of orange. We'll see how it looks. Here's the swatch we'll do. And we'll also test this out on different types of paper. It's kind of an interesting color. It almost looks kind of beige when it goes down, but we'll see how it dries. This one does not have any shimmers or any other special effects that I know of. I guess I shouldn't say that. It might have some effects that I don't know about, but it doesn't have shimmer. All right. What we'll do is write the name here. Okay, we're going to set that aside to dry. It looks like it's already drying up pretty nice here around where the edges. All right, I'll just set that there. All right, so now I want to test this on 3 different kinds of paper. This is just because not everybody has specific fountain pen paper, and they might want to see how this color will look on whatever paper they have available. So this is just regular copy paper. It's a little bit lighter, but it's very legible. I'll just do some scribbles here. And I purchased this ink a while ago, and one of the reasons I got it was because I like to pick colors that I look at and I think, oh, I probably won't like that ink, and so I purposefully get it just to see if that's true. Let's see. Oh yeah, Velvet Champagne, and this is on copy paper. And I doubt any shading will show up on this, but I'll go ahead and draw some lines anyway. All right, so this is going down kind of a beige color, but then drying up to like a kind of a creamy pinky coral. So that's interesting. We'll set that aside. And the next paper I'm going to test this on is called HP 32. It's sort of like just another copy paper, except it's a little bit higher quality. It's a little smoother. It feels nice to write on, but it's still inexpensive. And the fountain pen ink tends to perform really well on this paper most of the time. So let's just see. Oops. So of course already this is going down a lot smoother, but that's because of the paper. Yeah, it does just look beige at first. It's so strange. And this is HP 32. We'll see if there is any shading. There might be. It does look like there is some kind of a sheen or something around the edges of those blotches. We'll give that a minute to dry. And then I'm also going to test this on Tomo River. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. But this paper is very, very thin, but it's great for fountain pen ink because the paper just causes it to show off all these really nice properties. You know, if you have shading ink or something, it usually performs very well on this. So if that's something that you're looking for, if you have shading inks or something that you really want the properties to stand out, I recommend getting some of this paper. You can even find it in like a journal form if you prefer that to loose leaf. This is Tomo River. And then we'll draw some lines. I want to really quick, while this is still wet, you can see the color difference. It's like 2 different inks. That's pretty cool. So this basically is going to change color as you write with it, you know, as the ink dries. See how up here it's already looking pink, and down here it's still kind of that beigey color. I guess that beigey color is the champagne. So that's really neat. I really like it when inks change color when you write, or they do something really cool. That's a really neat effect, in my opinion. Let me put the lid on this before I spill it. Okay. And also I want to point out, while it's doing its thing here, right here, it's starting to dry and turn that pinky color, and you can see that beige or that gold color. You can kind of see it happening in real time as it changes color. So you can see around here where it's already started turning that pink color. And there is some shading. So this is a really fun color, very, very pretty. I was not expecting this at all. And that's why when I buy inks, I try, you know, obviously if I'm going to go buy an ink, there's usually one that something caught my eye and I want to go and get it. But then I'll try to get another ink with it that is something that, again, that I would look at and think, oh, why would I want that color? You know, I'll never use it or whatever. And I'll get it anyway, because once I do a test like this, the inks always surprise me. In fact, there are times where I buy the ink that I wanted and I end up not liking that one, but I like the one that I thought I wouldn't like. And it's just really bizarre. So, you know, this is an encouragement, I guess, to go out and buy more ink than you need, but really, it's try something. You know, if you see an ink that you don't think you're going to like at all, give it a try and see, you know, see what you really think of it once you do some tests. So let's compare the 3 pages here real quick while the swatch is still drying. So anyway, on the copy paper here, you can see it looks kind of like a peachy, pinky, kind of a color, like a corally peach maybe. Over here, the color is a lot richer, and you know, I think this paper makes it stand out quite a bit more. It's very nice. You can tell the ink laid down a lot better. But I don't see any feathering or anything on the copy paper. So this would be fine to use with copy paper if you like the shade that it dries to. There's very, very, very minimal shading on here. A little bit more on the HP32, and then the Tomo River, the color is actually different because I think it's because of the shading. I'm not an expert in ink at all, but I think what's maybe going on is because it has shading, or the shading is more dramatic on this paper, you're getting to see both colors rather than just that peachy, kind of a corally peachy color. So I think really the Tomo River paper is what really shows off this ink's properties, and you get to see all the range of colors that are in it, which is really, really fun. So this is completely unexpected. I thought this was just going to be like a weird peachy color and that's it. But this turned out to be really, really fun. So let me show you the swatch. It's not dry. This is how it's looking so far. So I'm going to pause this, let this dry off, and then I'll come back and show you how it looks. Okay, so the swatch is dry now. Completely dry. And look at that range of color. It's so pretty. This turned out to be a fantastic ink. I'm so glad I got this, and now I need to get more inks from them. So if you have any colors that you'd like to see me review, leave a comment down below, and if I have it or if I can get it, then we will review it. And if you like this content, please give it a like and subscribe so you can see more. And thank you so much for watching. You have a great day.